Netlify ran an experiment worth stealing. One prompt, 11 different models, the same simple website every time. And then they measured what each run actually cost. The spread between the most and least expensive was about 200 to 1. Let me walk through the prompt, the models, the numbers, and what it means for how you pick one. Here it is, straight from the source. The prompt was one sentence. Build a one-page site for a neighborhood coffee shop, with opening hours, the address, a short menu, and a photo. Then a second line. Nothing on it changes unless I edit it myself. That last clause is doing real work. It rules out a database, a content system, a build step. Every model got the same unambiguous, fully static job, so any difference in the output is the model, not the brief. The lineup covers most of what people actually reach for. Claude Opus 5 and Sonnet 5, GPT 5.6 in 2 configurations, Sol on low effort, and Terra, Gemini 3.6 Flash and 3.1 Pro. Then the open weight side, Kimi K3, Kimi K 2.7 code, GLM 5.2, and DeepSeek V4 in both Pro and Flash, frontier models, and budget models, judged on the same one-page site. Here is the table, in credits per run. Opus 5 averaged 519, and note the range, 249 to 1055, so it is not even consistent with itself. Sonnet 5, 143. GPT 5.6 Sol, 141. Gemini 3.6 Flash, 103. Kimi K3, 102. Then it falls off a cliff. Gemini 3.1 Pro 53. Terra 39. DeepSeek V4 Pro 37. GLM, 27. Kimi K27, Code 19. And DeepSeek V4 Flash, 2.4. So what did 200 times the spend actually buy? At the top, Opus produced the most elaborate result, custom vector graphics, more considered detail. But Netlify's own note on Terra, at 39 credits, is that it has a different visual language, and not a necessarily worse one. Gemini 3.1 Pro went the other way, minimal content and little embellishment. The expensive runs were largely spending their credits on doing more work and checking themselves, not on understanding the brief better. The cheap end is not free of problems. DeepSeek V4 Pro shipped broken image references. The page loads, the photo does not. Gemini 3.6 Flash repeated itself across runs. And V4 Flash, the 2.4 credit one, gave a mixture of results. Sometimes fine, sometimes not. But do the arithmetic. At 2.4 credits, you can run it, check it, and run it again more than 200 times for the price of one Opus attempt. Consistency is worth paying for only when a retry is expensive. So, one prompt, 11 models, a 200-fold cost spread, and the top model varying 4-fold against itself. The extra money mostly buys self-validation, not a better reading of the brief, and the cheap models fail on details like a broken image, rather than on the concept. Netlify's own conclusion is the right one. For anything past a simple site, choose on feature integration, and how rigorously a model validates its own work, not on which one drew the prettiest page. Match the model to the retry cost. That is today's AI Daily. Now you're one step ahead. Subscribe to BirenAI to stay there.